G'day everyone, I'm James Stewart and I'm the co-director of the Ginny Bee and here to give you today's Ginspiration challenge. So for me, I'm very inspired by places, whether that be the place that I live, the place that I work, places I travel to. Living in New York City, the Big Apple, this is filled with inspiring things. People that you see looking on the subway, walking around the streets. There's so many different characters that live here that it's a constant source of inspiration for many things. But for me, the biggest place that has inspired me is the place that I was born and raised in, New Zealand. Most of you know New Zealand, of course, down under, that place next to Australia, the West Island of New Zealand, known for its beautiful landscapes and some movies, little independent movies that came out of that country. So that is what inspires me a lot. It's definitely inspired me as far as where I work, my medium, being an actor, working in theatre and film and television. So it's inspired me a lot in that medium and just the way I am as a person as well. So a lot of my creative side does come from New Zealand and being born and raised there, and that's just made up me and who I am and how I am as a creative being. And so my inspiration now is going to be your inspiration for today's Ginspiration challenge. I want you to take my inspiration, New Zealand, the country, and create something that you are inspired to create from that country, whether that be to do with the landscapes, beautiful mountains, the scenery. You can drive within one day and go from beaches to forests to glaciers. There's mountains, it's all landscapes within a short driving distance, which I love about that place. It's just so small, everything's compact. Or it could be something to do with those little movies that came out of the country. I was an orc in Lord of the Rings, so if it creates images of battles and elves and hobbits and things like that, then create something from that. Or my buddy's Flight of the Conchords and the dry humour that comes from New Zealand as well, that kind of deadpan kind of humour that we have, which a lot of you here in the States got to know through their programs. So anything like that, whatever you are inspired to create, it can be a little song, a little dance, a little poem, just draw something, draw the landscape, draw whatever comes to mind, talk about it, just whatever you're inspired to create from New Zealand, my homeland. And I'm very biased towards the country, so I greatly talk about with pride how much I love my homeland, and I always will. It's a place that I hold very dear to my heart. So I want you to create something based off of that. So for my New Zealand people, it can be just what you are inspired by the country that you live in, how it inspires you creatively. And for the people around the world and all my American friends and family, just what does New Zealand evoke for you? Is it the movies? Is it the landscapes? What you imagine New Zealand to be if you've never been there? Just create and draw or just write about, or anything that you imagine New Zealand to be like, just from what you've heard, because I know a lot of people, they have heard so many things about the country and about the landscapes that they just imagine what it's going to be like. It's this beautiful paradise, which I think it is, but so create what you imagine New Zealand to be like if you've never been there before. Whatever you were inspired to create from my homeland, put it together and then put it onto our Facebook page and also put it onto Twitter. You can tweet at the Ginny Bee and use hashtag the Ginny Bee and hashtag Ginspiration. So thank you so much. If you're able to, we also have our Indiegogo campaign going, as you know, and you can donate to that. It's all tax deductible. So anything is helpful. Whatever you can donate would be fantastic. So thank you so much again. Go ahead, create, have fun with it. Just enjoy it. Have fun. That's what this is all about. Enjoying creating from something that perhaps you'd never thought about creating from as an inspiration. New Zealand. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I can't wait to see what you post on our Facebook and Twitter there. And cheers. Bye.